Coca-Cola, where does it stand? 2.6, way down here. It's a killer. Now let me give you an illustration here of how this can affect the body. I don't know about you, but some of my family, some of my friends are breaking every law every day. They're not breathing fresh air. Maybe they've got some old pillows. Maybe one guy, I said, I'm trying to find out why I see this fungus in your blood, this big yeast presence. And I was going through everything and I couldn't. He'd not had antibiotics recently. I couldn't find out where. And I said, what about your bedroom? He said, oh, my bedroom. He said, often there's black mould on the ceiling. What's this man breathing in all night? He's not getting any pure air in that bedroom. Be very careful you don't have a lot of mulch breaking down outside your bedroom window, because that breakdown can cause it to come in the window where you're breathing all night. So pure air. If someone's not getting pure air, it can create an acid condition. Sunshine. A lot of people aren't getting enough sunshine. Not many people today are getting too much. Temperance. All the no list bring about an acid condition, as we'll see in a minute. Too much sleep, not enough sleep, create an acid condition. Aerobic exercise 4 hours a day, that would create a lot of lactic acid, creating an acid condition. But most people don't exercise enough. And so lactic acid's building up, creating an acid condition. This is a lovely illustration. I had a guest here. She was 14, beautiful artist, and she drew my pictures. She drew a nice illustration of your very alkaline forming foods, and we're going to have a look at that in a minute. Acid forming foods create an acid condition. Water alkalizes. I haven't met anyone that drinks too much water. Yet to meet that person. Dr. Christopher in America, he said, here's a sign to see if you're drinking too much water. You put your head on the side, and if the water comes out your ears, in other words, it's virtually impossible to drink too much water. There is a story of a girl who was in the newspaper that died from drinking too much water. She was actually doing an experiment with some others. They were going to see how much they could drink without urinating. She got up to 35 litres. So don't drink 35 litres of water without urinating, okay? In other words, it has to be extreme. Water alkalizes. Stress, worry, anxiety, tension, distress. Patrick mentioned the other day, difference between stress and distress. Absolutely. I said to a guy one day, do you have much stress in your life? He said, yeah, and I love it. Work really well with it. And I thought, I must define this a little bit better. He got to the point where he got all his staff. He said, if you guys can finish this by lunch, you're home. And he said, half a day his staff are doing more than they used to do in a full day. A little bit of stress on them to get it done. There's nothing wrong with stress. It's right. It is distress. Creates an acid condition. Some of my family and friends are breaking every law every day. Lungs and kidneys are battling to try and keep the pH of the blood going well, as it should be. And then, oh no, can of Coke goes in. Or a cup of coffee with 3 teaspoons of sugar, fairly equal. Lungs and kidneys were already being challenged. The scales are tipped. Blood pH starts to drop, 7.35, 7.34. Alarm bells go off. The last resort buffer system is called on. Calcium phosphate is pulled out of the bones. Into the blood. In a form it should not really be in the blood, but it's a crisis. We're trying to save the life. Blood pH immediately starts to balance. 7.34, 7.35. We're safe. But at a cost. We now have this calcium phosphate floating through the blood in a crystal form. What's the body going to do with it? It'll settle on the bone as bone spurs. If you say to the doctor, what's this bone spur? Where's it from? He'll say it's a calcium deposit, which is right. What's the next question? Why has the body put it on my bone and not in my bone? And because doctors don't study nutrition, a lot of them are unaware that it's because of what I was just telling you.